You do the intro, Mango. Mango, do the intro. Mango!
Sorry, I just saw a tweet or
Mango, do the
a
fucking intro,
screenshot of
Jesus
Drama
Christ.
Alert saying justice for autism.
Oh my god. Okay, do the intro, Mango.
Oh, you tweeted it.
Mango.
Oh, intro. Sorry, I can't stop laughing at that. Okay. So welcome back to another episode of Meet the Depressed, where we decide if we're actually depressed or just attention seeking, like Tazier. I'm sorry, that was me.
Which of us are gonna be attention seeking? Which of us are gonna be depressed today? I'm your host,
I'm
Raintism,
always both.
alongside my co host, Neoncaffeine, Mango. And today we got a very special guest today. Want to introduce him, Mango?
Oh, okay, yes. Special guest, TomGW, who is actually memulous according to Twitter stans.
Yes, that is fact. Hi, I am Memulus. That's a pretty big guest you got on today. You got a Memulus.
Wow, I can't believe our 40 subscriber podcast has George Memulus on as our
That's a pretty
third
big
guest.
statement. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so epic. Can you face reveal on our podcast?
I'll show my eyes if you want, but I think nose and mouth is a bit much.
Oh my god, this is so epic. Guys, we're getting a Memulus face reveal on the podcast.
First time ever on Meet the Depressed podcast.
I'm
George
gonna get
Memulus
yelled
face
at by
reveal.
that account. Wait, were you there for the account that like made a Stan account for his eyes?
Oh,
And then like blocked
there's been
everyone?
loads of them, isn't there?
There's
I've
more
seen
than one?
Oh, mate, I've seen loads. Like, at the point that, bro, trust me, the day that George showed his eyes was the longest day. Like, as someone who is friends with some people in Stan Twitter, like, oh my, the number of people who genuinely went so crazy over, like, Stan Twitter are probably going to cancel me for this. It's not even a couple of minutes in, and I'm already saying things about them. But like, there was a big reaction to George's eyes, to say the least.
Oh, I knew that, but I just remember the one Stan account because I don't know who it. God, who was it that was? I hear music outside. It was one of our mutuals, one or two of our mutuals that they were harassing for some reason. Oh,
I'm
my
not
dad's supposed to be.
sure, to be honest. There's like a fair few people that I think started to make like Stan accounts devoted
Wait,
to the
wait, no, no,
eyes.
no, no. What it was? They tried to cancel you. It was you.
Oh yeah. I know the one you mean. I know the one you mean. They tried to cancel me. Oh god, are we telling this story?
Yeah, because that was funny.
Oh god, all right, come on then. So this started, I think, when Willany's girlfriend blocked me on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's why.
yeah.
Because you said simp. Because you said simp.
Well, you see, I don't remember saying simp to her. Like, like, I'm so averse to the word simp that it would be so ironic for her to block me for saying simp. But I do not remember saying it. Like, if it was probably ironically. I don't know. But either way, doesn't matter. Will's girlfriend chose to block me. Right, I respect that. Then I think I posted a screenshot of the fact that she'd blocked me, and it was someone got really mad and replied saying like, "Well, you slagged her off one time, so why are you mad that she blocked you?" Which is true. I did slag her off one time quite a while ago. I don't have anything against her personally. I just got a bit annoyed at one of her tweets, I think. Don't know, whatever. Then I just said like, yeah, it was one time. If I did upset you by saying what I said, then I do apologise. And then after that, she just went really mad at me and started just spamming me with paragraphs, getting all of her friends to come and hate on me. And I made the fatal mistake of saying the sentence, "Lol, shut the fuck up, you stand a pair of eyes." And
Yeah.
that was it. That was curtains for
You
me.
stand a pair of eyes.
Yeah.
That's when I came in.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
And
yeah, I remember that.
I got blocked by that person as well.
I think they blocked me in the end, yeah. I don't actually remember what happened after that, so I'm guessing they either just blocked me or just fucked off and just didn't talk to me again.
I don't know. They blocked me and a couple other people, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, no, they blocked a lot of people. I think they got to the point where they just blocked anyone who mentioned my name.
Yeah.
So, Tom, we were talking before the podcast. I'm sure I'm curious, and as many others are curious. So, what's your views on the word simp?
Rain just wants to feel validated.
I want to. I have the right to feel validated. All right.
I mean, I don't really care for it, to be honest. Like, I don't think it's an inherently like awful word. Like, no one can ever say it. I don't think it's like quite as bad as what a lot of people make out. But at the same time, it's just it's a very boring insult, in my opinion. That's sort of the way I say it.
You and I see a lot alike. All right, Tom. Just gonna say that.
No, but the difference
Right, that
between
man.
you and Tom is you go after you look for e-sex from a thought who confirmed by her roommate slept with 50 guys in 1 month.
Jesus. In 1 month.
Yes,
That's more than one guy a day.
I know.
Dude, you could get a fucking disease like that, some shit.
Rain,
Wait.
your taste in women is
Hey,
abhorrent.
we're treachuring no topics here, all right? If
I
you're gonna,
wasn't saying anything.
we're
just
treachuring
saying.
no topics. If you're gonna bring up names, I'll bring up names.
You could call. Oh, I almost said something really bad.
Yeah, you were. I was gonna move your ass to
Okay,
the E-sex VC.
I can say, for legal reasons, you can't attack my taste. Well, you technically can. You can, but you can't. You could go after my exes.
Well, I'm not gonna because I ain't a bitch ass.
If you attacked my exes, I'd applaud you. Only like 2 of them though. The rest I don't care. Actually, I'm friends with like half of them, so sorry if you're listening.
Well, I don't attack exes because I think forward, not backwards.
Oh, well the thing is you can't attack because of that. So.
Okay, gamer. Anyways, back to GW, right? So,
Yes, hello, I'm still here, yeah.
Mango, we gotta put the guest over. We can't trail off and.
Simping, Rain. Oh my
I'm not
God, yeah,
simping. I'm just saying we gotta put
No,
the guest.
it's okay. I give Rain the permission to simp over me.
I don't.
Well, I do.
I will drag Rain out of this call.
What, like this?
Start simping.
For people listening, he's just dragged Mango into the other.
Oh my God.
She's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be like that.
It's so
Like,
good, even though I've never seen it. Blah blah blah. Oh my God, big famous YouTuber, please give me a shout out and give me all your clout, even when the person has like not that many subscribers. No, I think I need to shit on you a little more.
okay then, so go back to the E-sex.
Okay, well, I want to point out that I have almost 800
God's
subscribers, and you
sake,
have like
man.
400.
This wasn't
And we
scripted. This
started
wasn't
a sub
scripted.
war about even. How do you feel?
You done yet?
How does it feel knowing you're gonna have to eat a cicada?
I don't give a shit. I've eaten worse.
You've eaten worse than a cicada. What could you possibly have eaten that's worse than a cicada?
Ooh, you set me up for something.
Oh, her.
Yeah. I mean, I've eaten out.
Oh, so we're going there. Oh.
Anyway, see, I'm back to the podcast. Sorry to.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
In the comments.
Mango, my God, stay focused, Mango. Jesus, we got a podcast to run.
You literally just talked about fucking
Nah. All right, I didn't know. Wow, you're just gonna take shit out of context. All right.
I didn't.
We got a
I didn't say
podcast
you
to run,
knew.
Mango. Stop trailing off. Anyways, so okay, Mango, fine. You take control of the podcast. You asked the question. You asked our
I've
guest
been in control.
question.
I am actually Megamind.
Okay, ask the
So,
guest questions then.
okay, okay, all right, all right. I have a question. Do you know what a cicada is?
A cicada.
Fuck out of here, Mango. Jesus Christ.
Yes,
I have heard of it. I
from
couldn't
me,
tell you.
I would assume.
Oh, well, I've heard the word before. Let's say that, but I probably do need reminding on what it is.
Um, okay. Do you have a guess?
Um, I swear it's like some sort of animal. I'm probably wait. Let me just what? See.
Rain,
I'm
I
googling
told
it.
you. I
It's an
told you.
insect. All right, cool.
I had to tell God, there's like a long list of people I've had to tell. Flinders, Joshua Miles, James
Wait, you
Marriott.
got Joshua Miles on?
No, we didn't have him
Not on the
on.
podcast, I just know him in general.
Oh, and James Marriott as well.
Yeah, this is only the 5th
Yeah.
episode, and we only had like 3 guests on so far.
That's pretty cool.
But and I'm Alex. I've had to tell them all what cicadas are. None of them knew. And it's great. None of y'all know what cicadas are.
I'm guessing it's like primarily American because like I've not heard anyone mention
sure.
it in the UK. Yeah.
It has to be. So when I moved to UK, it's my job to educate people on what cicadas are.
Oh, you
That's
moving to the UK?
Yeah. In
Nice.
August of
Whereabouts you moving
2020.
to?
London.
Oh, nice. Okay, you'll be in ends. That's good.
I can't wait to be ignored by all my mutuals over there. It's gonna be great for my self-esteem.
I would move if I had money.
What?
I said I would move if I had money.
I don't have money and I'm still moving because
Well,
I
wait,
love
whereabouts in America are you from?
Chicago, unfortunately, but I used to live in
Okay.
LA.
Oh, cool. Okay.
No, not
What about you,
cool.
Rain?
I'm still in California.
Cool. Okay.
Gross.
I mean, I know that you think it's not cool, but I think it is.
Thank
Well,
you.
see,
Thank you,
YouTubers
Tom.
from UK are
Thank
always like,
you.
I want to move to LA. LA would shred you people. I'm sorry. Y'all
Nah,
don't.
I wouldn't want to move to LA. I don't know. I think America's a sick country, but I think like I
No.
don't trust me. Like when you come to rainy old England, you will suddenly see what I don't know.
No,
America's.
when you come to America,
I've been to America.
where?
I've been to Boston and I've been to Florida.
Okay, but where in Florida?
Orlando.
Okay, Orlando slaps. I considered moving there. I had a tour date there. Okay, I'll validate you there. I've never been to Boston, so I can't say. But you see, you've been to fucking Orlando. That's not what America's like. That's what Orlando is like.
I don't know.
I'm literally going back there in like December on a road trip with my friend. It's like a 20-hour road trip.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
mean,
missed tour because I could fly out. But
I'm so
it's gonna be a fun
fucking
road
pissed
trip
with
him.
myself. Okay, go ahead.
What?
I was gonna say I'm so pissed with myself because like I've never been out of state. Like I've only done it once.
Yeah, but you're coming to the Kalahari, aren't you?
I want to, but I don't know if it's like I'm gonna have like I don't know. Like okay, when is that? When is that again?
Whenever this pandemic ends. Because I guess we're going to the Wisconsin one, so that we can stay at Dee's vacation house for free.
I mean, like there's a difference between I want to and don't know if I can.
Yeah, but you have all the money from VidCon that you use to simp.
Wow, you just put me on blast, man.
Dude, it's not like everybody doesn't know everything at this point.
Yes.
The only thing
Tom,
that
is it
some
embarrassing that you to like girls? Is it embarrassing to like girls?
yes, it is very embarrassing to like girls. You're not allowed to like. No, you're not allowed to like girls. That's not a thing you're allowed to do anymore because you're a simp if you like
Fuck
girls.
this. Tom's putting me on blast on my own podcast. Get out of here, man.
No,
Oh, I'm
literally-
so sorry. I need to pipe down.
I would never have feelings for somebody. Ever.
Nah.
That's the difference between me and Ray.
You fucking ooh.
Don't ooh me. You know it's true.
Just
The
shut
only
your
thing I have feelings for are YouTube views.
know your role, jabroni.
Same.
See,
That's a
women-
fat mood.
Women are temporary. YouTube views are eternal.
You call yourself temporary?
Yes. I'm
Fucking
not a
hell.
woman.
I
I'm a. I meant in like dating women, but
No,
sure.
no, it's done.
Okay, no. Okay, here.
No, I'm
Let
making
me
fun
let
of you
me
on Twitter
rephrase.
now. It's over.
Relationships are temporary. YouTube views are eternal. Like you know how like you know what? Friend ends in end. Girlfriend ends in end. Boyfriend ends in end. You know what doesn't end in end?
YouTube
YouTube
views.
views.
Yes.
Because YouTube views are eternal.
Until you delete the video, YouTube views are absolutely eternal.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, YouTube views will stay with you forever. Like even if they unsubscribe and never watch your videos again, they took the time out of their day to watch your videos at some point. So that's more important than what any boyfriend or girlfriend could ever give you.
Yeah. The only thing that my boyfriends have ever given me are trauma. That's pretty much it. Yeah, trauma gang. If you haven't dated somebody who's made you wish you were dead,
You
you've
don't
never been in
belong
a
on this
real relationship.
podcast.
Oh no, I can safely say that I have.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, are you part of Red Flags Club?
I am not part of Red Flags Club.
I don't think you understand the joke.
No, I don't understand the joke.
It's this picture of Kirby that says, I'm sexually attracted to the red flags you're giving off. So whenever somebody wants to be in a problematic relationship or has been in one, they're in Red Flags Club.
Right, okay.
So
Right.
basically, most of humanity.
Oh yeah, I'd say so definitely. Are we gonna do like questions or?
Oh, yeah, a lot of what we do here is we ramble.
Oh, rambling's what we like. Yeah.
Yeah, we just kind of go off. We bully Rain. We're kind of
No,
unorganized.
no,
We just
talk about
figured
going off. You always fucking trail off on the shit like, oh man, look at this fucking spider in this room.
Oh my god, I can't believe you
Bruh,
remember that. I
look at
forgot
this
about
fucking.
that. Yo, it was a
I
giant ass
edited the
spider.
fucking 80-minute episode, and then like 5 minutes of it was like, dude, look at this fucking spider. This fucking jabroni got the
It
8
was a
legs
big
and shit.
spider. I was impressed.
You were impressed by a spider, alright?
Are you saying I shouldn't be impressed with
Here's the thing.
with nature?
Look, if you want to be impressed with the spider, that's fine. I'm just gonna say I'm impressed with your channel, Tom. Alright?
Thank you very much. I
You've
do
never
appreciate that.
seen his videos. You did not know who he was until I said he was
No,
on
I
the
looked at
podcast.
his fucking channel. I looked at his fucking channel. I'm impressed with that. What I see. See
I
Mango?
appreciate you, dude.
See Mango? Now that's how you do a transition. All right.
Oh,
Let's
shut up.
talk about your channel, Tom. Let's talk about your
Oh,
channel.
okay.
Tell
Nice
us
one. All right.
tell us the roots. Tell us the roots.
So I always wanted to do YouTube. Like when I was little and everything, like I'd see like it was like Smosh and Ryan Higa and people like that, and I was always just like really sort of sure that YouTube was something that I wanted to do, but I kind of well when you're like that age, you don't really know how to like edit videos or how to come up with ideas or stuff, so you just kind of sit back and imagine you being a YouTuber rather than actually doing it, which is something that I did for quite a long time. Eventually, I started making like Minecraft videos and stuff, which luckily aren't on YouTube anymore. Um, and then eventually, I started watching people like I guess like the Sidemen and people like that, and I was like, you know what, I can do that. I'll give it a go. So I made my first video and it sucked, and I made my second video and it sucked, but I just kept on making videos and they slowly got a bit better. And then I started to make friends with other people who were YouTubers, and I guess now I'm here. I guess.
I was dragged in violently.
Yeah, how did you start YouTube? Explain your origin story.
Well, I wanted to do YouTube as a kid, but then I stopped fucking caring because, long story short, I started a YouTube channel when I was like 5. But then I
Right.
didn't know how to change the profile picture, so I got really angry and quit.
We've all been there. It's just like you think you're gonna be a sick YouTuber, then you can't figure out how to do like a fade transition or something simple, and you're just like fuck. Like
So
yeah.
I have that channel up unlisted. Or no, I think it's just completely privated. Which God, I gotta react to that someday because my second video ever. I didn't know how to put the link in the description. So the video is like 15 seconds long, and then it's 2 minutes of me reading out HTTP and like the whole fucking link.
The whole URL. You are mental.
I was like 6 years old. But anyways, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do YouTube.com anymore. And then I basically there a couple of years went by where I would just go on like no, because in between so like ages like 5 through 9, I just endured childhood trauma, so I didn't really have time for much else. And then at age 9, Flipnote Hatena came out because the DSi was released, and so I started technically, I guess, doing social media on there.
Bro, I spent my life on that Flipnote app on the
Wait,
DS.
deadass.
Yes,
Okay,
mate.
wait. Who did you used to watch? Because I talked to a lot of the people who made stuff.
Oh,
on
mate,
there.
I didn't really used to watch anyone. I just use it as my own little tool just to like draw on. Really, like I was never really like in with the community as such on there.
Oh my
so.
god. Because I've animated on there for like 10
Wow. Okay.
years. It's been a while. But anyways, that was my main form of social media for a while. Then the hellscape all beginned. Cool. Great
What
job,
the
Mango.
fuck did you just say? Beginning?
Listen. Because I made an Instagram account because my mate was like, hey, make an Instagram. So I was like, and then so I'm like 12 at this point, and I already have a couple thousand followers, even though I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I'm like, this is kind of fun. And then I'm 13, and I get an email for a brand deal. Now, 13-year-old Mango has no idea what a brand deal is.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's mad.
I've been doing this shit for a while.
Wait, at 13?
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Jesus.
I mean, I've never even come close to any of that shit. Like, that's crazy.
What do you mean? You've never had a brand deal before?
No.
Do you want me to like actually like send people over to you or like get you with people?
I mean, that would be pretty good. Yeah. Like, I've never had like any contact with brands at all on YouTube.
Oh my god, let me help you.
I've never really known, like, usually it's the brand that approaches the YouTuber rather than the other way around. So I don't really want to go to a brand and be like, "Hey, I'm really cool. Do you want me to promote you?"
Oh
like,
no, you should do some of each. That's what I've learned. I mean, nowadays most of them come to me, but like,
yeah,
it's really good to start out by asking as well.
oh, that's
And they
crazy.
don't mind that at all. But anyway,
yeah, I mean, it looks quite good. Like as a viewer of a YouTube channel, it looks quite good to watch a YouTuber and see that they're doing brand deals because it kind of it makes the viewer think that the YouTuber's bigger than what they actually are, saying that they're doing
this
brands.
is fact.
If that makes sense,
fact.
yeah.
But I didn't know, I didn't understand back then, and I didn't want my parents to know that I was even talking to people online. And so
Yeah.
I didn't have a PayPal or anything, obviously, because I was a child. And so I basically was like, sure, but send me Visa gift card codes to pay me. We did.
That's crazy.
I still have the email on my old email because it was for Digimon in America. I remember that. And then I started being like, okay, so I'm gonna admit, I started out Instagram role-playing Pokemon. That's right.
Really?
11-year-old Mango. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be exposed in a video in like 2 weeks anyways. We're exposing the first time I ever got publicly canceled on the internet, and it was for role-playing the same character as somebody else. And I genuinely found people's call-out posts about me. They're still up.
Wow.
It's great. And so I started that, and then, oh boy. Okay, so basically, we get into the 2013, 2012 era. No, it was 2012. I got more into it to like 2013. Basically, my mates started cosplaying, and they're like, "Hey, you should cosplay." I was like, "Okay, I guess." Oh boy, did that kick off a lot of things that happened to me, good and bad. So I start cosplaying, right? I start posting. I started out like really shit, but then I started going to like conventions and stuff and getting like a fuck ton of attention. Like I remember like back in 2015 when I first started getting quote unquote popular, so not even what I like compared to anything that I've been through recently, my friend and I counted how many people asked us for pictures at a convention over the course of like 3 days. Guess how many people? Like,
Is it meant to be like a surprisingly high number or a surprisingly low number?
I'm narcissistic, so surprisingly high. I was like 15.
Um, like, I mean, it's hard to judge. Like, I'm gonna guess like, I mean, how many subs do you have again? Or how many subs did you have at this time?
Followers and oh my god, I don't
Or
know.
followers, yeah, or whatever like
Like
platform you're on.
less than 10K.
Okay. I'm gonna say 20 people. Is it more than that?
Over 300.
What the fuck? How did you manage that? Bro, I've never had people take pictures of me at an event apart from maybe like 3 or 4 times. Like in my entire life, I've had maybe 3 or 4 times that people have like taken pictures with me. And I mean, I'm not really expecting any more than that, to be honest. I don't know who would
Neither
want to
did
come get a
I.
picture with me.
I just showed up and it happened. And that was like on the
Wow.
low end when I just started. I obviously didn't count ever again. That was too
That's
much work and it was out of spite because oh, no, I wasn't even dating him at the time. Those were the golden days before I dated the person who destroyed my life for 4 years. Damn! No wonder I was so happy. Anyway.
that's a fat mood, to be fair.
Oh my gosh. So, I realized I liked the attention. I was like, well, this is cool. And brands started reaching out to me. I was like, well, baby, I can actually like do something with this noise. So I start doing cosplay shit more and more and like getting bigger and bigger, more and more brand deals. And then this company called Headwink, I will shout them out till the day I die because I
Hmm.
love them. They reach out and they're like, hey, we're just starting out. And they reached out for a brand deal. And I end up working with them and they end up sponsoring a fucking tour for me. And it was amazing. Best year of my life. I literally only did 3 years of high school. Normally in America we do five or five. What did I say? Four.
Mm.
Four.
Yeah.
Four. And I literally skipped a grade so that I could go on tour for a year.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing, honestly. I would do it again. I would tour again. That's why when a lot of YouTubers are like, "Oh, should I go on tour? I'm considering going on tour." I'm like, "Abso-fucking-lutely. If you can go on tour, you should definitely go on tour no matter what." It's exhausting. Don't get me wrong. I was fucking dead. And I'm just like emotionally recovered from that right now. But it was the best experience of my entire
Yeah.
life.
No, that's
And
gas. Yeah, I'm sure that would be an incredible experience. Like, good
but
on you.
but the thing is, here's the thing. Long story short, some shady ass shit happened. Not with the company or anything. They're chilling. But some shady ass shit happened with some people. Um, and I just realized a lot of things, and so I quit cosplay
Hmm.
entirely. I went from
Right.
making a living off it to quitting, and I will do it very occasionally now, but I try not to do it too much because the cosplay community is just
Quite
wild.
toxic. Yeah.
It's
Well,
way worse. It's way worse than
mm,
commentary YouTube. I can tell you for a fact.
that doesn't surprise me, to be honest. I think commentary YouTube it can be toxic, but it's mainly like a lot of the people in it are quite similar. Whereas cosplay is mad in terms of just like a big variety of people. It's yeah, it's a
Yeah,
weird community.
it's mm, you got
I can tell you don't really want to talk about it.
no. It's so much to unpack. When I make videos on kinnies, at least people will understand. YouTubers don't know what kinnies are, and that kills me.
Yeah,
But anyway,
you're gonna have to tell me what that is.
so there's three types. There's other kin, fiction kin, and fact kin. Most kinnies that cosplay are either fiction kin or other kin. So other kin, you think you're not human, you're like a wolf or something.
Right.
Fiction means you genuinely believe you're a fictional character, say like Sans Undertale. That's a pretty common one. And
Okay.
factkin is you think you're a different real person. Like if I genuinely believed I was you.
Right. So like the fictional character one is that there is a fictional character that exists, for example, Sans Undertale. Is
Yeah.
that like so you think that you are that character, or would it be that you think that you're just your own character? Like I'm very
No,
foreign
you
to the
think
concept
that.
of cosplay,
No, it's okay. It's
so
okay.
yeah.
It means you think that you're that character, and if two people think they're the same character, they will often fight, and even death threat and physically hurt each other
Jesus
over it. It's
Christ.
it's honestly, I hate it to say it, but it's actually kind of funny. The one of them
Yeah,
just
no.
one just got this one is less funny, but it's still oh my god. This one character or this one person. So there's this character who basically beats up children with a hammer, right? This one person thought that they wouldn't feel validated as their kin unless they did that. And so they did that and they're fucking in jail right now. Like I'm actually going to go to their trial because I've met them and I have shit with them. I'm going to go fucking watch their trial
Crazy. It's
with
a
my group
mad
of friends.
world. It is a mad world. Like
Oh, it is.
stuff
It is.
online can be taken to another level sometimes. Like
But it oof.
yeah.
But back to YouTube because you're probably thinking, well, how does any of this play into YouTube?
Can,
So-
I
can I can I
sort
tell
of
my
like-
story? Or no, go ahead. Go ahead.
After me, you can go last. Save the worst for last.
All right. Oh, fuck you too then.
Best
Okay.
for first, worst for last. There we go. So I'm not doing anything on Instagram really. Okay, that's a lie. I'm breaking into a bit. Okay, wait, I can't say that.
Yeah, shut the
How do
fuck
I
up.
phrase this
Okay, go ahead.
without telling YouTube that I'm breaking the law? I'm. No, that's illegal too.
Well, stop
I'm
talking
basically
about. Stop dancing around the dick. All right, just let the fuck.
I don't want to get arrested.
Well, then stop talking about it.
Well, I have to tell. It's part of the story.
Yeah, but like, just you don't have to dance around the dick about it.
Okay, well, I'm trying.
Dance around the dick. I like
So-
that phrase.
I would like take pictures at abandoned buildings and stuff and just do stupid shit. I wasn't really doing anything of notice. And I literally wasn't doing anything important. And so my brother, he does YouTube really shittily. He uploads like every 6 months
Right.
and like whatever. But he's really interested in commentary YouTubers. And so he's like for years he'd be like, "You should watch the commentary crew." And I'm like, "I don't fucking care." Which if any of y'all are listening that are part of the commentary crew, sorry.
No.
but-
Let me say this. If any of y'all are listening, you're welcome on our podcast. All right, now.
Yeah, that's a shout. See, I rate that, Rain. You've got a good brain on you in terms of
Okay,
YouTube
I mean,
shit.
I was already gonna ask James and Alex, but that's spooky.
Well, before you
Um,
say anything negative, I gotta say something positive first, just in case that they're watching, so it evens that out.
Are you gonna simp them?
I'm not fucking saying. You know what? You fucking jabroni ass.
Alex, I bought one of your hoodies once. Come on the podcast.
Now
Wait,
you're
James,
this. Now
you
you're
too.
the fucking.
I bought your hoodies. Come on the podcast.
Okay, tell your story. Tell your sea shanty.
Okay. So basically, he was like blah 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 for years about them. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I've never really been one to watch YouTube. I watched a bit of like Dan and Phil games when I was like really depressed. I watched their Sim series.
Dan and Phil were the shit back in the day. I used to really like them.
Yeah, that's. I watched some of that, and then
I never watched them.
homophobic, but okay.
I'm not homophobic. I just never watched them.
Anyway, so he was like, you should watch these people. I'm like, I don't fucking care. And then one day, I'm stuck in the car with him, because we're on vacation, and he's just like, I mean, we're on holiday. Vacation's probably a weird word to you. And I'm like in the car, I'm vibing, and my brother's like, will you watch these YouTubers? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, fine. And he showed me maybe one of George's videos, I think. I was like, that's kind of funny. Okay, yeah. So we watched a couple of their videos. I was like, oh, they're funny, and so they're funny people. So I followed them on Instagram, and so James followed me back like 2 weeks later. And I was like, why? Um, and so started thinking about YouTube a bit more because I'm like, okay, well, if YouTube people want to associate with me, then maybe I should do YouTube. But it was kind of in the back of my mind. And then in like January, I think, because it was like right when I was going back to university, I remember.
Okay.
Alex followed me, and I was like, okay, well, now I have to do YouTube because multiple YouTubers probably expect me to do YouTube. And then
Yeah, I guess so.
uh, through those two, I met a fuck ton of people. It's like what I found is once you're mutuals with like one person in a friend group, everyone's like, hi. And I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
YouTube circles are tight, man. Like I know that where like you're probably from with like the whole sort of like cosplay stuff. I'm sure that they're
yeah,
tight
it's
as well.
similar.
But like on Twitter, especially, like once you become friends with like one person who, I guess Stan Twitter's probably like the main place for it. But like in general, just people who are like fans of YouTube, like circles are really tight.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, I'm only close with like a couple people. There's a lot of people that I'm like mutuals with, but I don't really talk to
Hmm,
because we're just all really busy, and a lot of people are just shit at DMs, and like,
that's
what can you
true.
do?
Because that's the thing about online friends is that like in order to be able to like become close with them, they got to have like a good sort of like text personality because that's what's gonna like be what your first impression of them is gonna be based off. So it's a bit different to like meeting friends in real life because meeting friends online, it's all about how they come across online, which is obviously like it can be quite different
Yeah.
to someone's real life persona. So it's a weird one. It's quite hard to judge sometimes, but
Well, a lot of people I
yeah.
know they're just like I don't DM anybody. I don't like DMs, but I don't have like their number or anything because it's I've I don't know. I've never like technically needed it. I guess you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
haven't met because a lot of the people I know are from UK, and so it's like and I didn't really start even getting into YouTube until right before the pandemic. I was gonna meet some people at VidCon, but then VidCon got canceled,
Yes.
and so it's kind of like weird because I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't really know where I stand with a lot of people. It's kind of stressful,
I get
so
that, yeah.
I'm just hoping things open up soon so I can probably meet people at like events because I'm like too terrified to actually ask people to hang out,
Hmm.
especially because I'm worried like when I move to London that a lot of my mutuals are just gonna ignore me and I'm gonna be like,
Well, I mean, like it is different, isn't it? Like it's one thing talking to someone online, and then it's another thing meeting up with them in person. And like as someone who has met a lot of people who I have been close with online, and then like meeting up with them in person, like the vast majority of people that I've met who I'm close to are exactly the same online as
oh
in
yeah,
person. But
same.
there's always the odd few that you see at events, and it's like, oh wow, you're not at all who you come across, like what you come across as online.
That's not even what I'm worried about because like my best friend Nico I met from online and he's exactly who he said it was.
Hmm.
Pretty much everybody has been. I've met hundreds of people offline,
Oh, well,
hundreds of online friends.
it's not even like who they say they are. Like you can meet someone and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, you didn't lie about who you are. It's just
Oh yeah,
some people are very loud over the screen, but then when you meet them, they say nothing.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's
I've
it's
met a
weird.
few people like that, but not many. But like the
Mm,
thing is, I'm worried that like even at events and stuff, because some people will like take months to respond. I'm not even joking.
yeah.
It's like such a range. I'm like worried that I'll like go to events and shit or just move obviously to people's general area and they'll just ignore me. And like cuz it's like right now it's like I'm in America, it's quarantine, okay, you know, we don't have any excuse to like
Mm.
talk, I guess. I don't know. It's different, but it's like when I'm there and like we could hang out and like yeah, we're mutuals and stuff and they like either like shoo me away or like ignore my messages or something. That's like what I'm concerned about.
I mean, yeah, like it's tough talking to people during quarantine because it's like usually when normal life's happening, you've got a lot of stuff to talk about because you can talk about whatever you've been up to. Whereas when it's quarantine, you ask someone like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" Well, I mean, they've been inside. Like it's
Yeah.
just there's less of a conversation starter, I guess.
Yeah, and again, some people like just don't even see messages for like months, and it's just like, okay, it's stressful. And I'm also like, the thing is, I want to talk to people more, but I'm also really busy. And it's like, it's
Mm.
just a lot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I guess so.
stressful.
Mm.
And there's always the fear of, because I want to drop out of university at some point and do YouTube full time. And it's like the fear of, will it actually work out?
That's
You know?
sort of the goal for me as well. Like I haven't been to uni yet. Like I'm only 17. Like I would be if I do go to uni, I'll be joining next year. But it's I obviously I want to go to uni, but it's also kind of in the back of my head like if I do go to uni, that's just setting aside even more time that I'm not going to be able to focus on YouTube properly.
Yeah, same. I
So
I have
it's yeah.
to for at least 2 more years because, long story short, university is the way that I can move to London, and I really want to move to London.
Yeah.
So I that's like my reasoning. But
Mm.
eh,
I feel like also for me like so I know that you're getting like some of my mates on the podcast as well. Like you're getting like Owen and Sophia and people on,
yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm not wrong. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to
What,
them.
Rain?
He said shout out to them, didn't he?
Maybe I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
He's always
Um.
so quiet.
You shut the fuck.
But yeah, no. What I was saying. Like so we've like spoken a fair bit about like eventually getting a house together. Which is I think getting big on YouTube. It's quite important to be surrounded by YouTubers because it keeps you motivated all the time, and it also
Yeah.
means you're surrounded by people that you can just make videos with, like right there. Um. I think it's just quite it's just obviously we're all still quite young. Some of us have uni, some of us don't. So it's a bit of an awkward one, but hopefully we'll be able to sort something out. It's just I already feel like I'm in the mindset of I'm not fully committed to uni and I haven't even gone yet. So it's an interesting one, but we'll see what happens.
For me, I'm dead set on doing YouTube full time.
Mm. And that's
Like
good, yeah.
it's important. I don't see myself happy doing something else.
I
It's like
kind of
I
see that
found
as
something
well.
that I actually enjoy and like actually like doing.
Yes.
And like I like the people, I like other YouTubers too because it's like I feel like I finally have other people that match my energy. And
Mm.
that's not something I find much.
Oh, for sure. Like I feel like people on YouTube like sort of it sounds a bit cringe, but I feel like people on YouTube fully get me in a way that a lot of my friends in real life don't really. And that's not really to disrespect my real life friends. Like obviously I love them, but it's kind of I think with people on YouTube, I got that common ground with people that we just all love making videos and we all want to do the same thing eventually. So it's yeah.
Yeah, it's just a different vibe and stuff like that. I don't think that's cringe. I mean, like that's totally understandable, and
Yeah,
I
I
get that.
agree.
I get that.
Mm, definitely, yeah. But I agree with you that like for me personally, like I'm hoping to go to uni to do film. Like I want to like do film production and stuff. So if YouTube doesn't work out, I'm still sort of going in that direction. But I just there's nothing that quite sort of like excites me in the same way that YouTube does. Like YouTube's the thing that I really want to do when I'm older.
Me too, yeah.
Mm,
I just can't imagine doing anything else.
honestly, yeah.
I just started like a few months ago. I've only been so I've been consistently uploading. Okay, so I mean I have a video that's like uh I have one that's like 3 years old because it's an animation, and one that's 1 year old because I was explaining why I quit cosplay and I just thought it would be better on YouTube. Then I have a couple sporadic uploads, basically 9 months ago, 5 months ago, 4 months ago. Then 3 months ago, I started consistently uploading, but I didn't start editing my own videos until like about 2 months ago. And oh my fucking god, I'm gonna go off for a second because this pisses me off. I'm gonna be kind of vague about it because I don't want to like say who this person is or like get people to shit on them.
So you're gonna dance around the dick about it?
They okay. So they told me, they're like, oh yeah, I edit videos for this company, blah blah blah. So I was like, hey, would you want to edit my videos? Because the thing is, in uni, I was taking on a double major before I quit doing that. Once online school started, I just realized I couldn't fucking do that and dropped half my classes. I only want to do one major because originally, when I signed up for university, obviously I wasn't thinking about YouTube. So, yeah. So I dropped the second major, and what I do now is marketing, which I use to help with YouTube. So I'm like, hey, would you be down? Or no, he offered. He's like, hey, I could edit some videos for you if you want to do this. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds cool. And so I'm like, I have Premiere Pro. I don't know what you use. He's like, well, I just got this computer. And I was like, you can use my Adobe to download Premiere Pro for yourself, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. I was like, do you know how to use Premiere? And he's like, yeah, I edit videos for a company and stuff. And so I was like, okay, cool. A couple things. Like, he was just, I guess, the only thing I can really say is so bad at editing. Awful. But by the time that it would be done, I needed it out. And like there's like 4 or 5 videos on my channel, so it's like not that long of a time that this happened. But like it pisses me off. I would delete the videos, but I need the watch time right now.
There's a couple of videos on my channel that I really want to delete, but in terms of like total channel views, I just feel like it would be too much of a blow to get rid of them.
Yep, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Like one time he had like one of the clips fucking sideways, and he had like he said it was all ready to go and showed it to me. One of the clips was fucking sideways. The audio was fucked. Like 10 things were wrong, and I'm like,
damn,
dude, if I just mashed together the original clips, it would be better than this. Like you've somehow made it worse. And like
mental.
I got so pissed. And then he'd be all like, oh, blah, 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 I know I'm such a bad person. I'm like, dude, I didn't call you a bad person. I asked you not to do this. And like everything, whenever he would criticize anything, he'd be like, oh, I'm a terrible person. Everybody wants me to die. I'm like, literally nobody wants
I know
you to
one
die.
of those people.
Nobody
I know.
thinks you're a terrible person.
Yeah, I know one of those.
Like, yeah. It just, it irritated me so much. Ever since I've started editing my own videos, first off, my channel's been doing way better. Second off, I've been way more confident. And third off, I love editing. I love every part of the process. I love scripting. I love filming. I love editing. It all makes me happy.
I'm exactly the same. Like, I don't think I could ever get a video editor on YouTube. I probably could eventually. It's just I don't feel like I could ever trust anyone else with my work, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I
exactly.
feel too.
And it isn't even me saying like I am the best and no one else can do it as well as me. Like, no, I know that there's so many people who can edit videos so much better.
No one
like,
can. It's not like a thing you're saying like, oh, I'm the best editor. It's like no one can match your vision for your video that you want it to be.
That is exactly it. Like, I will, while I'm recording the video, I'll be saying the words, picturing exactly what I'm going to do with it and exactly where I'm going to put a zoom, where I'm going to have a picture appear. I'm going to be picturing it exactly. So it's like, for someone to then come in and edit it and then edit it differently to how I picture it while I'm filming it, I don't know if I could do that. Like,
yeah. That drives me crazy. Like, I write in my script editing cues a lot of times, so I don't forget.
Or sometimes I'll like talk to myself while I'm recording it. I'll say to the camera quickly, it's like, oh yeah, in this next bit, just put a zoom. Like,
oh my god, I thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel so much less crazy. That's like part of why I want to move to like London and UK is I want to hang out with more YouTube people because like I feel like nobody around me gets what the fuck I'm talking about in
Mm.
real life. Like, it's not to say not everybody's supportive, though I have, oh my god, I had a friend the other day be like, or like, I like asked to hang out or something. And like, cause we live close and there's like a spot that you can go hammocking, right? And so that's what we do during quarantine, so we don't have to be like physically near each other, but like, be outside and shit, right? Um, and so I was asking if they wanted to do that, and they go, "No, sorry, I was at work at my real job." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay, cool." Like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just comments like that. Like,
that was
they're a
uncalled
great
for.
person. They're really nice. I know they don't mean it like that. But the thing is, people are like that enough that it gets under my skin because it's just like, wow, you're so special for going and working for some boss that you probably don't even fucking like. Like, I don't
Exactly.
mean to be a prick, but like,
YouTubers get shat on just because it's not like it's not like a normal 9 to 5 job that like you can get from a degree. Like that's the thing that I've found. Like people just need to accept the fact that just because you're making a living in your own space and that you're doing it on your own terms doesn't mean that it's not a real job. I think the
yeah,
thing that people need to respect.
at least we enjoy what we're doing too. Half the people who criticize me tell me they hate their jobs, and I'm like, well,
Like you love your job, cause you love your job, but like people don't see it like eye to eye as your own job and stuff. Yeah, I remember this fucking mentality that the majority of people had back in like 2009 YouTube era, where it's like no one took YouTubers seriously and stuff. But like now that's like becoming more and more like relevant with like more mainstream and stuff. Like yeah, like a lot more people take YouTubers seriously, but it's still that my what's that myopic like mindset that people have. It's like no one's gonna still take it seriously because it's not a real job, quote unquote. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's more fun than like to be honest, like it's more fun than a quote unquote real job because first of all, you're your own boss,
Exactly. That's the best thing you can
I
literally
can't
if
imagine.
yeah.
and that's why like I hate
It's
like working because I never uh like ever since I found YouTube back in like 2008 and started uploading in like 2009, 2010 era and stuff, like I've always like I've always wanted to get into filmmaking, and I had an opportunity, and I actually took the opportunity last year to film a short film, and the director of the short film was an actress from Twin Peaks, the show TV show Twin Peaks. Anyone ever heard of it?
oh yeah, I've heard of it.
So I took up an opportunity to film for her short film that she was making, and through the entire time I was just hating it and stuff because I hate working with like a boss and stuff. And I get it. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great pay. I got a I got a name credit for the short film, but like I just hated working it and stuff. And I don't see myself working under a boss because I need work to be fun, right? And like I've got two set career paths that I doing right now. Either I'm gonna be like pursuing my dreams as like being a pro wrestler because that's something I grew up with and stuff. And that's what I want to do. It's like either I pursue my dreams, or I can take the path of YouTube and guarantee like do another thing that I like, which is filmmaking and like being a film editor and shit. And like with that one, I'm my own boss and shit.
Mm. Yeah, no, facts. It's like I think that there's quite a fine. I don't know if there is a fine line between like film production and YouTube. I think it's moving more towards that way because YouTube videos are like the quality of YouTube videos has ramped up a lot, like especially in the last few years. So it's getting to the point where like top YouTubers will have the same level of skill as like filmmakers. It's getting to that point. So it's yeah, it's just about bridging that gap between YouTube and the mainstream, I guess.
And you could see it in a lot of
Which fuck
these.
the mainstream.
Yeah, fuck mainstream. But like you could see a lot of that ramped up with that film production stuff because you could see a lot of a lot of video essays that are actually way better to watch than like modern documentaries and shit. And you could see a lot of like these um, YouTubers. They're making short films and stuff, and it's got absolutely amazing production behind it as well.
Mm. Yeah. Alright, anyway, I can't actually stay for too much longer, but thanks for very much for having me on. It's
Dude,
been very
thank
good.
you
It's
for
been good to
coming
chat
on,
to you,
man. You've been
and
such a
yeah.
you've been a great guest.
For sure, yeah, you're welcome back anytime
Oh, thanks. I do appreciate that.
to record or come vibe. We
Yeah,
have
come vibe with
movie
this,
nights.
whatever.
Watch Nacho Libre with us whenever we watch
Yeah, we're
that.
gonna have movie night later. We're gonna watch Nacho Libre. It's gonna be epic.
We pirated Garfield all together.
Oh, that's the best.
Dude, you should. Oh, we gotta watch the first Garfield. Do you want to watch the first Garfield with us?
I mean, another time maybe. I gotta
Oh,
go
not
join another
now.
call, but yeah.
No, I'm busy until at least like Wednesday. So
Nice. Okay.
So Tom, you
Alright.
wanna shout out any of your social medias? Anything?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the main one, really. TomGW, just one word. That's all it is. I post on there as much as I can. If you're still listening,
I'm
then subscribing
recording.
to TomGW would be sick.
You're gonna have to re-say that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Um, if you're still listening, then subscribing to TomGW would be very much appreciated. I post on there as much as I can. And yeah, if you could just subscribe, that'd mean a lot.
He's funny, so go subscribe.
Yay!
No, but seriously, your content is really good, and I see you going places.
Oh, well, thank you very
And
much. I'll say the
y'all
same for you
should
too.
subscribe, or you're stupid.
Nice one.
You're a stupid carp.
Yes, stupid carp, exactly that.
Were you there for my carp roast today?
What, me?
Either of you.
No, I wasn't.
Damn. Okay.
All right. So yep, that'll be it. See ya.